Now, back to the interview from a few minutes ago with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. The best of the morning X. 99X.
Steve and Terri Irwin are here now. The best stuff I've seen is it's your outtakes. Your outtakes are hysterical. Like some of those shows. Is there anything that hasn't been shown? Any bad something or any?
You know what? There's mostly you capture what's happening. You know, the bites, the fallovers, the trips, my verbal mistakes, all of that. Mostly it's captured. You know, I'd have to say at least 80%. But there's a 20% that isn't. You just can't get it. No matter how many cameras John Staten uses to run around, and as you can see, there's not a day go by in my life where there's not at least one camera following me around. Stuff happens that you can't catch. And that's really unfortunate, but it's the way it is.
You were in some croc pen, and they were asleep, and you were setting up for the shot or whatever. Or I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, they were making a break at you, and you didn't notice it. And they were trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I was sleeping, I think. It was like, should have been moving, and mistakes are something that you make. It doesn't matter what you do in life. You make mistakes. You got to learn. You got to get over it. Don't dwell on it. Learn, learn, learn. That's the most important thing. When you're dealing with the hardest hitting predators on the face of the earth, you've got to learn. You've got to learn quick. You've got to keep your reflexes fast. Don't drink. Don't do alcohol. Don't do drugs. Stay quick. Stay alert. And my dad helped me with all of that. He squared all of that away really early in my life.
Now, will you kill a cockroach in your house? Or will you try to capture them and set them free?
Not since Bindi was born.
Yeah, I used to.
We have to capture and release cockroaches now.
You capture and release?
Our little girl.
You know, I do the same thing to an extent.
Yeah. It's a sign of the times. It really is, you know, because you can run around and put all those chemicals out there, and in 20 years, what we're going to learn is a lot of those, you know, dioxides and the pyrethrins and all that we're using to kill the bugs. In 20 years, science is going to go, ooh, bad stuff. It's like asbestos. It's like DDT. 20 years ago, break out the DDT, boys, and throw some asbestos over there. She'll be right. 20 years down the track, there's people suffering from that. So I think, you know, chemicals and science and all that kind of stuff is really hard to keep tab on.
We came home from the bush one time, and Steve had a fully engorged leech on his leg that he didn't notice it dropped off on the living room floor. Now, we're relaxing at home, and suddenly our little girl spots it, and she was about 2 years old at the time. And she's like, oh, look at that. I go, it's a leech, honey. You know, it's been sucking daddy's blood. And we have to release it. We had to carry the leech out into the grass and release it back into the wild.
Now, where's your most impressive scar? I'm sure you've been asked this many times.
Oh, mate, you know, if impressive scar, I don't have any impressive scars.
I don't see any scars.
Yeah, no. Like, mostly my hands, it's scars on scars. You can't see them. You know, like it's all these white. It's just white on white. This side you can see him a little better.
He heals well.
Yeah, like a iguana scratched me down like deep 3 days ago. It's almost gone. In fact, if I got my arm ripped off by a croc, I'd grow another one. I got a good one here from
look at that
chainsaw. Chainsaw, mate.
Chainsaw.
How would you be?
Corral the chainsaw.
Yeah. So mostly, if you get bitten by an animal, it's my fault. You know, I knew the risk, and I never ever blame the animal. It's always been my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got bitten by an alligator here yesterday, and the day before that, a lemur bit me on the nose.
Where was there an alligator yesterday?
Washington Aquarium, DC.
Oh, okay.
And
You're
I went swimming with the alligators.
Aquarium.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So it's my fault. Yeah. Like, I got to go swimming with those alligators.
Whose country got the nod? You're from Australia, and you're from the USA. Where do you guys live?
Australia.
You do live in Australia?
Yeah, Queensland, Australia. We
You got those big flies there, don't you?
Oh, yeah, whoppers, mate. And they hit hard. By crikey, they're hard.
You guys have your first movie coming out. You think this will be a series of movies now?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know. We love doing television documentaries too. We're kind of torn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what it is? This movie is actually history in the making in so many different fields. Like, you know, with the logo. I mean, we caused the trademark attorneys of MGM the greatest amount of grief. You know, I took the line out and replaced it with a crocodile.
That's right.
There's the marriage of two formats, you know, doco mode and movie mode, never been seen before. But the most important thing for us is every single cent we earn in this movie and in Crocodile Hunter across the board goes straight back into conservation.
That's amazing.
No ifs, buts, might, or maybe say that. Well, that's history in the making. No one else in the world has ever donated every single cent they've made on a movie to conservation. That's where our heads are at.
Well, I enjoyed it, and I think kids are going to love this movie. I would seriously, if you do it again, I would just lose the plot entirely and just show you dealing with the animals the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
that's good stuff.
I'm telling you, that's my own criticism.
Yeah,
like all people want to see is you and snakes.
Thank you very much.
About plots and
Crikey,
CIAs
mate.
and
You
all
don't know how much I appreciate that. Thank you. So I am dead serious, too.
Are you really?
Oh,
all right. Well,
make me very proud.
Thanks. Last thing, Steve Irwin.
Yeah, mate.
We have not done this contest with guests in probably a year or
more
two.
Than that.
More than a year. It is called our fish quiz. It is a 15-second quiz. Do you do a lot of underwater stuff? Do you do scuba diving?
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Okay, good.
Sharks, mate. I'm into sharks and sea snakes.
Well, you're from Australia. You're going to have 15 seconds in which to rattle off as many fish as you can, as many types of fish as you can. It's a speed game.
Yep.
Okay? Anything that swims, any mammal, any
living or swimming
mammal
underwater
works as well. It doesn't have to be a fish, but it can be a mammal that lives underwater as well.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna have 15 seconds, and you're gonna if you don't set the record, nobody will.
Okay.
All right. Fish quiz. Steve Irwin, go.
Dogfish, barracuda, salmon, anemone, seahorse, sea dragon, leafy sea dragon, dolphin, whale, shark, great white shark, tiger shark, bronze whaler, eel, moray eel, turtles, shark.
16. I got 16.
16. What is the record?
It's around 20, 19, 18. The guy from Sister Hazel.
No.
What did he get?
No, I think
Ken
Steve
Block.
Irwin could be
Look up Ken
on
Block.
top.
He might have been a
How
tie
many
at
did Ken
16.
Block have?
19.
19?
All right.
Oh, he whooped me.
Steve, thank you very much. Terry,
Thanks,
you very
mate.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The best of the Morning X. With Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.